Hi there, Andrew Lessman here with one of our more exciting Today Specials of the year. I guess to those of you who enjoy the benefits of this product, probably among the most exciting Today Special of the year. Glucosamine and chondroitin. We've heard about them for a couple of decades. I've been making a glucosamine and chondroitin product for 44 years. It was one of the original products we made at my company. Took a couple of decades for the marketplace to catch up to us. And of course, the marketplace should have been with us at the beginning with this product, because if you simply look at the structure of our joints, you're going to be left with the inescapable conclusion that glucosamine and chondroitin are critical structural molecules for our joints, that those incredible tissues of our joints that are incredibly resilient and flexible, yet at the same time extremely strong. Also critical molecules for the flexibility of our arteries, blood vessels in our body, also for our skin. We talk about collagen peptides. Collagen peptides also play a role in these resilient tissues. Collagen peptides are sort of the matrix upon which molecules like glucosamine and chondroitin are attached to make that incredibly strong tissue of our joints. And what we've added today in one of the versions of our glucosamine and chondroitin. So you can get our standard, which is nothing really standard about it. It's unique in terms of the ingredients. You can get our standard glucosamine chondroitin product, 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine, actually 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate, and 1,200 milligrams of our chondroitin sulfate. But what we've also added to one version, it's a significantly more expensive, but it's a fascinating ingredient that we've been looking at for a long period of time. And now the research compelled a decision for us to make a version of our glucosamine and chondroitin that contains something called UC2. UC2 stands for undenatured type 2 collagen. I make collagen products, marine collagen, free-range collagen. Those collagen products are basically dipeptides, tripeptides. They're the structural molecules of collagen. They're the signaling peptides that signal the synthesis of collagen. But what undenatured type 2 collagen does, and it does it in very small amounts, what it does, it plays an immunomodulatory role. It plays a role in the way our immune system interacts with our joint tissue. So glucosamine and chondroitin obviously play a structural role in the cartilage, the tendons, the ligaments, the synovial fluid, those critical tissues of our joints. And what UC2, what undenatured type 2 collagen is entirely different than the collagen present in our marine collagen and free-range collagen. This does its job in very small quantities, and it does, as I said, an immunostimulatory and immunomodulatory role. It affects our immune system, and it does so really by way of the digestive system. It does so by not directly impacting the tissue in our joints, but in an interesting way by creating an immune response, by creating these messenger molecules. And the message that goes to our joints is this message, this soothing message, also in terms of collagen synthesis, in terms of cartilage synthesis. So it's fascinating that glucosamine and chondroitin, when added to the undenatured type 2 collagen, easier for me to say just UC2, but I want to make sure that everyone understands what UC2 is, this special undenatured type 2 collagen, and ours is the best UC2 in the world. So there's no other material that comes close to our UC2, and you're getting the perfect amount to supplement the glucosamine and chondroitin. So it enhances the structural building block role. The bricks and mortar of our joints are the glucosamine and chondroitin. But with the presence of UC2, you get this soothing, this role in terms of synthesis of critical tissues in our joint tissue. So if you want the best results from our glucosamine and chondroitin, then you enjoy it with the benefits of our UC2. Understandably, of course, glucosamine and chondroitin is the foundational formula. The glucosamine and chondroitin with the undenatured type 2 collagen is significantly more expensive. It doesn't mean that our glucosamine and chondroitin formula are any less significant, any less beneficial, because as I said, that is the foundational benefit, the foundational relief for our joint tissue. Undenatured type 2 collagen has an abundance of research. The research is so compelling. We've looked at it every few years for probably about 30 years. In fact, for a short time, about 30 years ago, we had UC2 and we had undenatured type 2 collagen in our glucosamine chondroitin product. And the research back then was that its origins wasn't quite convincing enough, and I figured there's no better way to introduce it than at a Today Special. The large size is essentially buy one, get one free. When you consider the additional expense for the undenatured type 2 collagen that we add, it's an incredible, incredible bargain, and it takes a formula that's a 10 in terms of glucosamine chondroitin on a scale of 1 to 10, and it makes it a 20 or a 30. So whichever way you go, whether you're getting our standard glucosamine chondroitin, it's all sulfate form. It's the perfect form that follows all of the really exciting clinical research on glucosamine and on chondroitin. We don't look at the research, get excited, and then make a formula that violates the research. It follows the research. We dot our I's, we cross our T's to make sure it's the perfect glucosamine and chondroitin formula. And we've also been seeing all the requests for the undenatured type 2 collagen. So rather than introduce it as a standalone product at a significant expense, we've introduced it as an addition to glucosamine and chondroitin at a much reduced expense. So whichever way you go, you're getting the best joint support that money can buy, and the best thing you could do for your joints. We demand a lot from them. They deserve a little bit of a thank you, and this is a perfect way to do that. So enjoy.